I am happy to be here, and I would like to thank the architect Mohamed Al-Mashrawi and all team from ArchiNet to invite me in this design talk. My name is Karla Chacon, as you could see, and during this talk, I will speak three parts of my work life, my philosophy of work, skillful and life-changing design, and my work. I would like to share with you the principal keywords of who follow me in all my work life. The first one is an intense way of living. This intense way of living, because when we do things with passion and love, we always with a fantastic work. The first steps into the unknown, because every time I have to change the country, I have to learn new things. The forces of the nature and the universe, the work cultures, the travel memories could give me my inspiration for my work and to help me to surpass any design's boundaries. To adapt this flexibility who I have to adapt for different contexts, different cultures, different workers, to arrive finally to creation. I have a company in Switzerland from 2007. I decided to move to Switzerland after to live in many countries because it's a center place for internationalization of our work. The company name is Akasha, like you can see here, and it's in Zurich. My work life. My work life, I think, started when I was 8 years old. In this moment of my life, I live in Mexico and I started in my father's library. In this time, I couldn't imagine I will travel a lot in my life. And the way to travel, I use the books. And I discovered this book from Tibet. The name of this book is The Third Eyes from Lausanne Rampa. And this book explains about healing, energies, spaces, living, the way to heal. And in the beginning, I decided I want to be a doctor. Of course, after some years, I discovered it wasn't my way to become a doctor. And at 19 years old, I went to study in France. I started to work engineering, robotic and mechanical engineering. And I was so proud. Because I say, of course, I think we can make a lot of projects. And in this time, I start to design and to have a technical design. But after to work in 6 months in a factory, I could realize it wasn't my work. And during the nighttime, I followed the arts classes. And when I could finish my diploma, I moved to interior design studies. And there, I could finally find my way. I started to work in France, and after the life bring me to Ivory Coast. In Ivory Coast, I started to work with an Italian company of interior design, and was my first opportunity to work. And I take care about workshops. We produce metal and wood furnitures. We take care about residential projects. And also I make a project for interior of the train of the country. In this case, I could apply my knowledge from the engineering and also my knowledge for interior designers. After I continue to work in freelance, and I make interiors from 2 clinics. I was so happy to join this world of from medicine for healthy to bring to the people. And after, I had to move again to Gabon. In Gabon, I decided to work to have a collaboration with architects and with Francis Meyer, and this architect became my partner. I will show some of our projects. This is some of our projects. What was our difference in this kind of projects? In these countries, we had a very strong link with France, of course, and other architects work always with this link. But I think about this, and I think, why we don't bring innovative products and another design for other countries? And this was our strong point in our projects. We could make projects like banks from France, from BNP Paris, ministries, office buildings, also like telecommunication buildings, residential buildings, and we take care from the foundation of the building's conception until construction, following the construction, and bring the materials for the interiors. This one example of a bank, and in this work, I was inspired by the Egyptian culture with the temple, and create all the interiors in this theme. For example, the table was produced in Dubai. All the furniture came from Italy. All the floors came from India. And all the work for plastry, I went to look for artisans in Morocco to bring this work, to make this work. And in this way, I could improve all our projects, and I just started to travel more and more. After I could know in other countries, different persons to make different projects. I will show some of our projects. In this case, we didn't follow the construction, but we make projects like in Qatar. It was a competition for watches projects. I could meet the inviter of the watch for who showed the makeup. It was a very, very nice project, and it was an honor for me to make this competition with other architects from the Middle East. After this, also we make several projects in other countries like Nepal or like in Vietnam. And in Vietnam, I decided to open an office in Hanoi because we present the project from the government. And this brings me to live there several years. In this time, I have to live and work between Vietnam, several countries in Africa, and in Switzerland, of course. This is about my projects. Now I would like to speak, the second part, I would like to speak about my philosophy of work. How come out this philosophy of work? This philosophy of work came out after to live in different countries, and I could understand, for example, in Vietnam, when I started to live in Vietnam, all the projects have to follow some rules and some metaphysic knowledge. The name of this metaphysic knowledge is the Feng Shui or the Tao. All the projects in Vietnam, in Hong Kong, in Singapore, in China now, and in Taiwan follow this knowledge. For this, I was so surprised in the beginning because I have to restart the project 3 or 4 times until the Feng Shui master come and work with me. And after I decided I cannot continue like this. I have to understand why they need, what is this knowledge. I try to learn in Vietnam. In general, you have to be choose and to be able to learn. But the problem was the language, because in Vietnam, I used to speak English and French and a little Vietnamese, but not enough to access this knowledge. I decided to go during my holidays to Hong Kong to learn this knowledge. And also after, with doing other kind of projects in other countries, I asked me, the knowledge also in Occident, in America, in Europe, I am sure they also have this kind of knowledge, because all culture have all knowledge how to build the different projects during all of the history. And I discovered the geobiology, and I went to America to study geobiology, and also in Switzerland. And I could understand how the church and all the church, also the principal buildings, strategic buildings in Europe are made with this knowledge of geobiology. And after I said, I have to combine this Occident knowledge and Orient knowledge. And I think everybody wants to bring a healthy life, bring a balanced life in our interiors and in our buildings. And for this, I start to create two parts of my philosophy of work. Skillful and life-changing design. This approach is divided into parts. The services are characterized by reconnection conception. The human being at the center of the space. A new approach to interior designs, reconnection between people, their environment, and the universe for their well-being. With the skillful life-changing design, we create interior projects, or we collaborate with architects and designers to share this approach of interior design, innovation, and the combination of rational, holistic techniques to improve health, harmony with the environment, and access to well-being. We offer several services. One of the services is energetic diagnostic, using, like I explained before, Feng Shui from Chinese metaphysics, and geobiology from Occidental metaphysics. With these techniques, we analyze of the space and environment, help risk assessment for people and spaces. We start by analyzing the land where the project is built using geobiology and Feng Shui to provide a telluric and cosmological energetic balance. With Feng Shui, we analyze and study people who will live or work in certain space. The environment in which we work or live plays a decisive role in the efficiency of performance of people. Depending on the case, it can support our mind, our body, and our creativity, or block and weaken it. Living space planification, proposing materials and products innovative and ecological for optimization of the energies in the spaces. Reconnecting architecture conceptions following from this principle of sacred geometry, Occidental and Oriental metaphysics, to make human beings resonate with subtle energies of nature and the universe. And color design. Color are some of the most important symbols of a psychological level. Chromatic symbolism has penetrating capacity in our emotion. This is the services. These are the services we will propose in the first part. To explain more about this is, for example, if we have a project for a house, we will analyze each person, because each person is formed from 5 elements. But we have one of the elements stronger than other. For example, I have a client and he wants a house all with wood interiors. And after the analysis of his nature, I advise him, no, if you make your house for a lot of wood, the wood will take, and maybe you will feel tired because you have a lot of elements in your each person have a different balance. And in this case, I advise him to use more stones like granite, like marble, to feel better. The family also, we analyze the wife, the children, to bring also, depending on the elements they have to balance. This in the project, we have to see where we put water points, air points, wood points, what kind of material we will use in the interior, the position also, because the human being have the best position, for example, for sleep. Everyone is different. In general, we say the best position to sleep is the north, but no, it's not true. We have to see what is the best position for each person, depending of our elements, depending when we were born, depending our connection with the universe. And in this way, we can create a balanced interior for people. Maybe you can say, but what about the companies or the public projects or the contract projects? The analysis is a little different. We take the groups. The group, for example, in the company, we will take the CEO and we'll analyze the CEO and we make the interior adapt for him to give a stretch for the company. For the accounting area, we will study another things of environment. For the managers or for the marketing area, also, we will propose another kind of interior design. Is dependent of the function of each group. The same in the clinic or hospital, the same in the factory. This knowledge we can apply in all kinds of projects. And after the second part of very important in my approach is the product. The regeneration, I call this regeneration, transformation of a space. Why the transformation of the space is dependent on the elements where we use, the furniture where we use, the material where we use, but not only. We have also to balance our sense. For example, bringing the better, good quality of water. And for these, they are inventions in Europe, in America, and in all parts of the world who create the tools to improve the quality of water and energy of the water, because we are water, and if we take a good quality of water, our energy improve. Another thing very important is the quality of air. Here in Switzerland, or maybe in your countries, you are lucky to have a good quality of air. But in other countries like Mexico, China, or India, they have a big problem about air. So for this also, we propose the tools to improve the quality of air. And not only, because we have also to prevent the illness or to help to improve our energy, like putting essential oils. Essential oils can help to prevent the virus, like in this moment, for example, with COVID problems. If we, in our spaces, we put Rabinsara essential oil, diffusing this essential oil, it can prevent and protect us. In other places, for example, in a company, maybe we can create a space where we can relax because we have a lot of stress. And in this space also, we will put good quality of water with quality of air, essential oils, sounds, because it's another part of our regeneration, sounds and frequencies. Sounds and frequencies also is very important, because now the scientists are studying more and more and are applying it, like, for example, in Russian hospital in America also, the effects of the sounds and the effects of the vibration. We can heal from hearing some sound and some vibrations. So the same, in one company, we create these spaces with sounds, with good quality of water, good quality of air, the light also, to balance the good quality of light, the colors, because like I explained before, the colors they are symbols. They have an effect in our mind, in our body. These colors can transform our life. Often they ask me, why do you like a lot of colors? Why do you put a lot of colors in your projects? Of course, it depends each culture. I respect each culture, but I bring the color where we combine with people, with the situation, and with the culture. And also, a very important thing is to balance electromagnetic fields. We need to live with computer and with all kinds of tools who emanate electromagnetic fields. But we can be protected because we have a tools to protect and to balance. And if we need to work like us, a lot of hours in the front of the computer, we have different tools to protect us from these electromagnetic fields and have a healthy life. Also, we have for the houses, for example, the curtains. Germany company create a fabric, a specific fabric to block these electromagnetic fields. For example, if a house, a building is near from the train station, there are a lot of electromagnetic fields. Also from the antenna from telephone, and putting these curtains, we can protect. This is also a very important part of our product of regeneration. Now, I will be happy to speak about my work. With my company, we have several brands. Karla Design, who take care about propose the services like I explained before with my philosophy of work, skillful and life-changing design. And Karla Contract. The ability of Karla Contract is to anticipate trends, respond to the evolution of taste, and contract needs translates into a collection of contemporary design furniture of great quality. We are a creative company group of thinkers and makers with revolutionary attitudes, creating, developing, and promoting powerful brands, services, and products for luxury hotels and contract developments, driven by our passion for elevate design and craftsmanship. I will present our work. In this part, we like collaborate with designers and architects, bringing these services from my philosophy, but also bringing the technical help with Epoca. It's a very old company. This company was created in 1947. Epoca, we are specialized in home, palace, and hotel concept. We provide a wide range of options and can also carry out turnkey projects. We take care about project plans, engineering, production, upholstery, finishes, quality control, logistic, assembly and installation, and commercial relation. We are able to go in different countries in the world. I will show you some of the projects. This is the Ritz in Paris. We follow the design of an architect from Paris, and we produce, after his design, the bedrooms, very classical because it's a historic palace in Paris, and the common areas. I will give you another example, the example of here in Switzerland, the Burgenstock Hotel and Resort in Lucerne. This was made from other architects, and these architects create this design more contemporary because, of course, it's more adapted from Swiss environment, Swiss people, and also the common areas. This is our other example of realization, where we bring furnitures, fixed furnitures, different material from different places. This is the Hyatt Étoile from Paris, the Marriott Renaissance in Paris. This is one of our recent projects, the Monumental Palace in Porto, in Portugal, the Grand Hotel Kempinski in Havana, in Cuba, and actually we are working in the Bristol Hotel in Geneva. We are able to work with all the exigencies of different big groups, and also with different architects from the world. Continue. With Covet, I am Covet ambassador, and also we develop very luxurious brands like Boca de Lobo. Boca de Lobo is, we can take a very arts furniture with essential home and delightful. We create ambience from 60s and 70s years from the people who like this style. With luxury, like the name say, with the luxury, very luxury houses or interiors, also with the lighting. We have also Bravo, Maison Valentina, where we produce a very nice kind of bathroom. Also, we produce the carpets and also the furniture for children. This furniture of children can use also in the clinics, for example, in the hospitals, to bring less stress for the children when they have to spend more time for a therapy, and bringing also all the conception of balance of elements with the air, with the sounds, with the lights, all together bring a better life and for the children when they are in the hospital. This is an example of the project with collaborate with other architects. We propose a solution from hospitality and contract projects. We evaluate the needs of each architect and designer. This is another example of a project with Bravo in different places for lobbies, for the restaurants, common spaces in different countries. This something very important to know. We are able to change all the furniture to create each furniture for each need. We don't produce the serial furniture. We create the furniture for each project. With Carpa, this is a very nice thing for architects and designers, because we work with fiberglass and novel materials like marble or also granite, gold, metal, different kinds of metals. And we are able to create your own design. This is one example. This is part of our collection. We have a fixed collection from furniture, but we can create like the wall with lighting. And this is one of design of one architect. This lamp. This is another project from Royal Savoy Madeira in Portugal. I can say Carpa is a brand of sculptural, exclusive and luxurious furniture and lighting pieces sculpture. The main designer is Albino Miranda. Carpa products combine in organic and fluid shapes with exclusive and innovative finish and texture. In this project, for example, we can see decoration for the entrance to put the flowers. Also was create this very long desk, reception desk from the design idea. This also. This is another example for customization in the Water Hotel, also in Portugal. And this is an armchair where we produce. But the theme of this project was water, and the architect designed this bar desk following the ways of the water. And this is fantastic because we can produce and we can, from your designs, different furnitures. And to finish, I will show you this. This also in their bathroom, no? In their toilets. Also following this design of water, we create this object, because it's no more a furniture, it's a piece, a unique piece, what you are able to create. I think I could show you the examples of our work, and now I am happy to share all my work and all my experience with you. And I think if you have questions, we can pass to this. Thank you for your attention.
Yes, thank you so much, Architect Karla, for your presentation. We will ask the audience if they have any questions they might want to ask. For the meantime, I would like to ask you, what would you recommend for architects and young designers that are growing in the field to keep in mind when they're designing, when they're trying to find their language or style as you have, you know?
For me, the principal way to find inspiration is to follow my heart and to take inspiration where the places or for around my life. I don't need to go far. No, my life brings me to go far because I didn't plan this. I can give you the example in this COVID period, no, where we have to stay in our houses, in our offices. Fortunately, my office, I was always in my house to combine my family life with my work life.
Yeah.
And in this period, in Switzerland, we didn't have to stay close at home, but we can go outside. And I used to go outside in the nature. And I feel blessed because in Switzerland and in many countries, we have a fantastic places with the nature is manifest. The lake here with the water, the waterfalls, the mountains. We don't have the sea like other countries, but we have very beautiful places. And I take from there my inspiration, because I think also the sacred geometry, for example, we can find in the slip of the tree, in the movement of the water. And this is an amazing way to take inspiration, always around us. If we have the opportunity in other places, yes, but if we don't have, like in this period, we have to find the solution, the inspiration, even in our garden, or even in our house, in our around with our friends, sharing. I think the fact is to share our knowledge, to share how we live, and to be open to put together to all the cultures, all the living of way, to create a new way to design. And this is my advice from my experience and from my life.
Definitely. Well, it was very inspiring. And thank you so much, Architect Karla, for your time and your presentation.
Thank you for all ArchiNet team. For me, it's an honor to be with you and all designers and architects. It's a really honor for me.
The honor is ours, Ms. Karla. Thank you. I guess with that, we will conclude our session today.
Okay, and if you have a question, you can also contact me.
Of course.
And send me an email, and with pleasure I will answer your questions or share ideas for the future.
Of course. Thank you, and we wish you a pleasant evening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a nice evening. Thank you.